Okay, the first thing that you need to do to prepare for the envelope border is to tie all the ends together. So you're going to tie them together 2 at a time in a square knot. And then we're going to trim them to about 1 inch. So you're going to do that all the way across till all the ends are tied and trimmed on both sides. Okay, the next step to doing the envelope border is making a slip stitch row around the outside edge. So that we're all starting in the same place. We're going to count 10 stitches back from this stitch right here. So we're going to count 10 stitches back. So from this stitch right here, we're going to count 10 back. So we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, and the reason that I'm going to be doing my stitches, I'm going to be running them here. The reason I'm doing that is because I want to make this white outline, make that the outside edge just inside the envelope border. But I added this, so this main color row, so that if you didn't want to do an envelope border and do fringe, then it has a nice edge. So that's the reason that we are working in this space right here. And I'm going to be using, for the Afghan, we used a 3.5mm hook, but to do the slip stitches, I'm going to do a 4mm hook so I don't make the slip stitches too tight. So we need to make a slip knot, and then I'm going to insert my hook in that stitch we marked, and then pick up that slip knot and pull it through to the front. So then you're just going to go in the next stitch and pull up a loop. So keep going at the base of that, the white there. So we're going to go all the way up to the corner until we get where that drop down is. Okay, so you should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 slip stitches. So now we're ready to go up the next side, and we're going to start with this stitch right here. We're going to start next to that stitch right there, the color A stitch. So I'm going to put my hook right next to that stitch. Oops, I have to have my hook in the loop. Okay, go in there, pick up a loop and pull it to the front. So this stitch is going to be my corner stitch. Now we're going to work all the way up this side. I pulled up a loop next to the gray. Now I'm going to pull up a loop next to the white, and then keep going all the way up the side, next to the white, then next to the gray, next to the white, and then next to the gray. And now the gray. And I'm just going right next to the top of that stitch there. So keep going all the way up the side, and then I will meet you at the opposite end. Okay, on this side we're going to need a total of 228 slip stitches, and I'm up to 220, so I need 8 more. There's 2. And where we're going to be stopping is right next to this color A outside single crochet, right on the inside of that there on row 231. So I have 6 more still. So I'm going in next to the white one and then next to the gray one. Okay, 2 more. Next to the white one and then that last gray one. Okay, the next, where we're going to start the next row is going to be right at the top of this drop down stitch, right at the base of this single crochet. So we're going to go right into that stitch and pull up a loop and get these out of the way as you're going along. So this stitch is going to be my corner for my top right. Okay, now we're going to continue along, going into at the base of each of those single crochet all the way across the top of this row. So I will meet you at the other end. Okay, so now I'm at the other end of the top of the afghan. You should be ending right at the top of that drop down stitch, and you should have 180 slip stitches on this top edge. So now we're ready to go back down the next side. So we're going to start in just like we were on the opposite end. We're going to go right next to that gray stitch that's row 231. And that is my corner stitch for this side. So now you're going to do 228 slip stitches down this edge. So we went next to the gray one, so now we're going to go next to the white, and then the gray, and then the white, and the gray, all the way down this side. They like to get in the way. Okay, so I will meet you at the other end of this side. Okay, I have 3 more on this side to get to my 228. So there's 1, 2, and 3. So we're ending next to that gray one just like we did on the other side. So now where we're going to start the next side is directly in line with this drop down, so we're going to go right there. And that is the last corner. So now you're going to work at the base of those white stitches all the way across here till we meet where we started. This side has 180, so we've done 10 already. We're going to do 169 till we meet to the other side, and then I'll show you how to do the last stitch to create the last slip stitch. So I will meet you at the joining point. Okay, I have my 169 slip stitches here and then the 10 to start, so we're going to cut it and pull it through on that last one. Oops, made that a little tight. And I'll show you how to finish off the last one, which will give us the 180 on this side. So you're going to go under those 2 loops and then back down in the center of that last one. So that completes the slip stitches on this side. And then on this side, you want to finish this stitch. And then you just weave in the ends. So that shows you the slip stitch row around the outside. Next we are going to start with the envelope border on the wrong side. Okay, so we are going to start with the bottom right corner on the wrong side, and we're going to start in that corner stitch. So we're going to start with the single crochet. So I'll get my slip knot. You're going to single crochet, just go under that loop and single crochet, and then we're going to work one more single crochet there. This first one is going to be our corner stitch. And I'm using the 3.5mm hook again, which is the same as the Afghan. So you're going to go under each loop on the back and single crochet. So you're going to go, this is the bottom, so you're going to go 180, you should have 180 single crochet to get before you get to the next corner. So I will meet you at the next corner. I had the 2 single crochet in the first corner, and then I did 180 single crochet along the bottom edge, and now we're going to do 3 single crochet in this corner. And then we're going to mark that center single crochet of the 3. That is the new corner. Okay, and we only did 2 single crochet in the first corner, but we're going to add 1 more at the end when we get around. So all of the corners will end up with 3 single crochet. So now we are going to work around up this next side, and it's a long side, so it's going to have 228 single crochet until before we get to the next corner. So I will meet you at the next corner. Okay, I've done my 228 single crochet along this side, and now I'm going to do 3 single crochet in the corner. And then I'm going to mark that center single crochet as the new corner. Okay, now we're working across the top of the Afghan, so we're going to have 180 single crochet up to the next corner. So I will meet you there. Okay, I have 2 more stitches, and then I'll be at the corner for this side. So there's 180 single crochet. Now I'm going to do 3 in the corner, and then mark the center one as my new corner stitch. Okay, now we're on the final side, and it's a long side, so we're going to have 228 single crochet on this side, and then I will meet you back at the last corner. Okay, I have my 228 single crochet along this last side. I'm going to work 1 more single crochet in that corner to complete the corner. And then I'm going to join in the back loop of that first single crochet and change colors at the same time. So for the next round, we're going to be working all into the back loop. So I'm going to chain 1. I'm going to work 2 single crochet into that same stitch as where we joined. And then mark that first single crochet as the corner. So now we're working along a short side. Now we're going to have 182 single crochet in each short side and 230 single crochet on each long side and 3 single crochet in each corner. And when you do your 3 single crochet in the corner, mark the center single crochet as the new corner. So you're just going to continue working around in the back loops, and the corner 3 will also go into the back loop. So I will meet you at the end of this round when we'll be doing some drop downs for the next row. Okay, we're back at the first corner. So I need to work one more single crochet in the same place those first 2 were worked to complete that corner. And then we're going to join in the back loop of that first single crochet and change back to color A. And now we're going to be working into this corner loop right here of the same color. So we're going to chain 1, and we're going to work 3 double crochet into that corner. And we're going to skip this next single crochet on the back for the color B. Now we're going to work 91 join double crochet. So yarn over, pick up the front loop of that next stitch, pull up a loop, go through 2, and then pick up the back loop and go through all. And remember that next stitch was skipped there. So we're going to keep doing the join double crochet. So pick up the loop, pull up a loop, go through 2, go through the back loop, go through all. And the reason that I'm doing the join double crochet here is because as you're going down, you don't want to have to keep track of the single crochet that you're going to skip. This keeps them together and it doesn't take any more yarn. So I will meet you back after you've done the 91 join double crochet. I have my 91 join double crochet. Now I'm going to do a single crochet, and that is going to be, that is this part of the design right here. So then I'm going to do 90 more join double crochet, and then we'll be at the next corner. So I will meet you at the next corner after 90 of the join double crochet. Okay, you have 2 more join double crochet, and then I'll have my 90. And for the next corner, we're going to work into that corner loop there. We're going to do 5 double crochet. Okay, and then we are going to, the third one, the center 5 of the 5 is the new corner. And now we're going to work the join double crochet down the next side, but you're going to skip the 3 single crochet of the corner and start in that first one along the straight side there. So there's my first join double crochet, and I've skipped the 3 corners. Okay, so you're going to follow the instructions around. For a full corner, you're going to do 5 double crochet into that corner loop and skip the 3 in the back. So I will meet you back when we meet at the beginning of the round again. Okay, I've made it all the way around back to the first corner, so I need to work 2 more double crochet into that corner stitch to complete this corner. and then you're going to join in the back loop of that first stitch and change colors. So now we're going to do single crochet and then go back into that same stitch and do 2 single crochet. And the first single crochet is going to be the new corner. So you're going to continue working around, following the instructions. On all odd number rows, you'll have the 5 double crochet in each corner and skip the 3 single crochet on the back. On the even number rows, you'll have 3 single crochet in the corner. Okay, so I will meet you back at the end of row 17, which is the last border row on the wrong side, and then we will continue on to do the right side border. Okay, at the end of the last border round, we're going to cut the yarn and then pull it through. And then we will do an invisible join. So this was our first double crochet. We're just going to go in next to that. And then back down that last stitch. So it just recreates the loop on top of that first double crochet we made, and then you'll just weave in the ends. Okay, next we're going to do the envelope border, the right side. And we're going to start in the bottom left corner, and we're going to work this way. So I'm going to turn it around so it's the way I need to work. Okay, for the border on the right side, we're going to work under just this second loop of the slip stitches, and that will leave an outline around the inside edge. If you don't want that outline, you can go under both loops. So I'm going to start with my slip knot, and I'm going to join my yarn in that corner slip stitch and do a single crochet, and then 1 more single crochet in that same stitch. And then we're going to mark that first single crochet as the corner. And this will be worked the same way as the back, but you're just going to be pulling up that second loop. And for this one, I'm using color B, but you can use either color. For the envelope borders, I'll have the yardage in the instructions for how much to take for each side. So you continue following the instructions through row 17, and then we will join the border at the end. I wanted to make one more note about the borders. If you notice in the instructions that the number of stitches to the right and left of the design are reversed for the right side border from the wrong side border, and that is so when you're lining up the stitches, this stitch should line up the same on the opposite border, so when you're putting it together it will all match up. Okay, I've completed my right side border and I've changed back to color A. I matched up this center stitch of the design on both sides, and you also may want to put some stitch markers in between every 30-40 stitches to help keep it lined up. And where we're going to be working is when you hold it together, we're going to be working in the inner 2 stitches, or the inner 2 loops. So it's the back loop of the right side and the front loop of the wrong side. So we're going to be doing a single crochet in the inner loops. So I've chained 1, I'm going to go back in that stitch and pick up that loop. That's the front loop to me of the wrong side border. And then we'll do a single crochet, and then we're just going to keep going all the way around the back loop of this side and the front loop of that side. So you're just going to single crochet in each stitch around to join the two borders, and then you'll join at the end and your afghan will be finished.